The ancestors of the Aztecs might have actually come from what is now the United States. In fact, the Aztecs language is actually related to some languages still spoken in the United States today. And some of their oldest myths actually talk about how they were originally from the north. The Mexica, as the Aztecs called themselves, talked about how they were from a land called Aztlan and then traveled south by divine guidance. And these legends were recorded in early colonial documents. But we don't just have to rely on myths to investigate this. The Aztecs language, Nahuatl, is part of the Uto-Aztecan language family. I'm not trying to overdo the proper pronunciation there, but people get mad at me either way. Anyway, that Uto part of the language family is actually related to the name of the state Utah. And that's because, like I said before, a lot of the languages in this language family, like the Ute language, are spoken in the American Southwest. We know these languages are related because of a lot of shared core traits, and we can reconstruct what their ancestor language Proto-Uto-Aztecan looked like. We can also use the principles of glottochronology to estimate that the language was spoken about 4,000 to 5,000 years ago. And also, we have evidence that certain branches of the language family that are currently located in the American Southwest probably split off earlier than the other ones. In fact, the Aztecan branch seems to have split off relatively late. And this doesn't prove anything, but it definitely suggests that the Proto-Uto-Aztecan homeland was somewhere up north, which in modern day terms would either be like really northern Mexico or more likely the American Southwest. I like learning about migrations like this because it reminds us that people have been moving around throughout all of human history, and this can allow language families to spread out over really long distances.